personally, I also just spend a lot of time in nature, and I think that helps me be connected with nature. And I think in the modern era, we've become less and less connected with nature, and it's like we've tried to think we're separate from nature, and that's just a complete fallacy, right? We are absolutely coupled. Even in the modern era, we're fundamentally dependent on nature. And this is what I'm saying about the climate versus biodiversity. And obviously, we need to work on both of those things and all of the environmental challenges of the earth. But just ask a child what they care about. And it is so native and intuitive to care about life. And adults too. Spend a month in nature. You know, after a month in nature, that humans belong there. You just know. You fit in there. You don't fit in a concrete building. That's not where we're natively meant to be. And when you're surrounded by nature, you feel a part of it. You don't just feel a separate entity like we feel in our cities. So this divorce from nature, which comes back from philosophical mistakes that started having centuries ago, the Abrahamic religions in particular enforced this idea of humans being above nature. That's been a real fundamental philosophical error. We are part of nature, and that's both practical and true. And the more we think of ourselves as part of nature, the more it's obvious that you need to protect it. And just to put it in straight economic terms, because some people don't appreciate the sort of airy-fairy language, half of our economy will collapse immediately if we didn't have the rest of nature.
Well,
Take that in.
100% would.
Well, 100% would. I mean, yeah, it depends exactly how you calculate it, but there's these so-called nature-based services, and roughly half the economy is dependent on these nature-based services. That's cleaning our water, cleaning our air, doing these things. We do not have machines that can take over that role. This is not a tiny aspect of connection with nature, and it's out in the countryside and our cities work without it. It is a complete coupling, and people don't see that because they're not in it. But as soon as you're in nature for a while, it becomes obvious. So that disconnection, I hope, I think that's the key thing we have to overcome.